Hey, y'all, I originally was not going to watch X-Men 97, but I'm so glad I did. Yo, this show is great. Now, the creator, Bo DeMaio, has recently parted ways with Marvel, and before he left, I had an interview set up with him. I've spoken to him since he's left, and it's unfortunate that he's not able to carry the torch on, because this show is pretty good. It's also unfortunate that he couldn't stick around to help write and produce the live-action X-Men movie that's eventually going to come, because how they handle this show is how I expect a MCU X-Men movie to show up in the Marvel Universe. He's definitely seeing all the positive reactions, but, yeah. So let's get into it. They opened the show up with Storm and Bishop getting busy. Now, I don't like that mohawk on Storm. Now, I ain't really rocking with the mohawk. But I think eventually we're going to see Storm come through with a full head of hair, all right? She going through some things at the moment. Because if you remember, when the show ended, she had hair. And now all of a sudden, Professor X died, and she have a fit and cut it off like Bernadette. But yo, for real, I'm glad Bishop is officially on the team. Wolverine and Cyclops always having beef with each other is just so amusing to me. Like, they just need to go ahead and throuple it out, because why y'all always getting on each other's nerves? Why y'all always bothering each other? Wolverine looking at Cyclops like, oh, because the professor gone? You think you finna tell me what to do? Oh, now you think you the leader. And Cyclops was like,
look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Look, they made Morph so seamless and cool in this show. And all y'all that was crying about Morph being non-binary, which was never true in the first place, Bo DeMaio said that term didn't even exist in the 90s. So y'all was just crying for no reason, just being big babies. Now, I'm glad Cyclops is getting a little justice. You know, I always felt sorry for him in the Fox X-Men movies, because Wolverine just punked him all the time. I ain't like how they did Cyclops. Well, when Storm and Cyclops met up with Gyrich, he wore Storm out like he really gave it to her.
No, you're in vogue, Storm. A fad. Look at my mutant friend.
But I like what he said, because he was telling the truth. A lot of people do wear tolerance on their sleeve. And this is why the X-Men have always been near and dear to my heart, because you can get away with pulling out racism, homophobia, xenophobia in the comics and on screen, and we get to kind of take a look at ourselves and say, damn, this is kind of true. The animation and the action for the first episode was great. We got to see everybody kind of shine and do their own thing. And then them boys said, yo, it's an Omega level threat detected. And Storm came in like, bow, bow, bow. Now, episode 2 was good as well, because now you got Magneto leading the X-Men. And he wasn't on the job for 15 minutes, and the government had already done yoked him up real quick. They was like, no, ma'am, we need to talk. Why did they leave pregnant Jean Grey home with Wolverine? He did exactly what I expected him to do, panicked. Why was she not left home with Beast, the actual scientist or doctor? Why don't they have a mutant midwife so Jean could have had the baby at home? Why are they taking her to a hospital anyway? I don't blame them doctors. Like, ma'am, I don't know what's going to come out there. I ain't about to deliver this baby. Like, hey, I'm with the humans on this one. I don't blame that doctor. We don't know what you got going on in there. That bothered me. She should have had a midwife at home. And while Rogue got her ex all up in the house, did she tell Gambit? Does Gambit know Rogue and Magneto had a little thing going on? Is this a secret? And you just got this man walking around this house in front of your other man? Yo, later in the episode, I died laughing, because why they had them boys storming the Capitol like on January 6th? This is why X-Men is so great, and it's crazy because I saw people kind of nitpicking at this on Twitter, saying, no, this isn't based off January 6th. They literally say insurrection in the cartoon. And for some people to be so obtuse to reality, that was obviously based on January 6th. Come on, y'all. Catch up. Now, Storm ain't got her power no more. She just lost, confused, don't know what to do. And Magneto had to show them, folks, listen, I'm trying to be patient. But y'all done heard Storm. And I really could turn all this mess up. I really could shake the table. But I'm trying to do right. But y'all don't keep playing any games with me. Magneto is just one of the coolest characters in all of Marvel. Hands down, I don't care who plays him. He's always been portrayed like so perfectly to me across all media. All the actors that have played Magneto, they just nailed it to me. But yo, They got me. I'm bought in. I'm watching this. I originally said I wasn't, but I'm watching it. It's actually pretty good. It's already been greenlit for a season 2. Bo DeMaio did finish season 2. Season 3 is going to be kind of up in the air, but yo, this show is pretty solid. How do y'all feel about X-Men 97 if you have watched it? Leave your comments below. Peace.